Hi guys, hi! Welcome back to another episode of Talking Chew with LaFay. On this episode, I'm just catching up with one of my girls. She is all the way from Brooklyn. She's the creator of Tits and Wits. And she is one of my friends. We both graduated from University of Delaware. Welcome, TT Lola!
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes,
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. This is going to be a good one. We're just going to be talking like girlfriends, right?
Basically.
Yeah. So, tell me, we are on the brink of a new president stepping into office. What does that mean for you?
Listen, it's funny you say that because I feel like this is the season finale of the United States of America. And I feel like yesterday was part one. Part two is obviously when we figure out who is the president. And I really am starting to feel like good that it's going to be Biden. And I'm just so, there's levels to it, but I'm grateful that Trump is out of the office. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of people on Twitter. There's a lot of people on Instagram. They're like, there's going to be a recount. There's blah, blah, blah. Whatever it will be, it's going to be. However, 270 electoral votes will be in the blank for Biden. So that's what I'm really excited about. He's also...
Well, can we even talk about... Oh, I'm so sorry to cut you off.
Oh, no.
Am I allowed to curse on the show?
Yeah, girl.
I won't curse crazy. Okay, all right. I think the electoral college is bullshit, and I think that needs to be eliminated. And this shit should not be happening because the electoral college does not equate to all votes being equal.
Yeah.
Doesn't. So it makes no sense. Why should it? That California, I don't know what the statistics are, so you can quote me afterwards. But I think I read like Wisconsin versus California. California is like 37% white. Wisconsin's like 90% white, but Wisconsin has more electoral vote power than California. That makes no sense. Like there's an imbalance when the demographics aren't, equatable. So it's not fair. More states having more power. It's not fair. Especially a lot of states that, I'm not gonna talk nasty about any states, but it's not even.
Oh, like Florida, Georgia, Alabama, all those ugly ass states that I will never vacation at. Miami, I love you, and I know.
I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk shit about nothing. But yes, you said it, not me.
I did, yeah. And I'll say it again. I'm not going back to Florida. I used to live there, obviously, and I moved there during the election in 2016, and it was very loud and clear who they wanted. Now, I think this year, I could be wrong, but I feel like on the map, Tampa voted for Biden. We'll have to double check that.
Oh, really?
But I really do believe that parts of Florida did vote for Biden. Unfortunately, he did not, win the state, which is okay because we're about to win the whole election, so it's okay.
Exactly, that's all that matters. So.
Speaking of our new president, he is originally from Scranton, Pennsylvania, and he is an alumni, a graduate of the University of Delaware, which we are. We went to college. At the University of Delaware, and so that really, I don't know for you, but for me, it weighed heavily on my decision to vote for him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. How about you?
I mean, besides the fact that it's Donald Trump, I would hope.
Oh, well, he obviously had to go. He wasn't even a factor.
He could have been from hell. I would have voted for Biden before Donald Trump. So,
100%.
like, you know what I mean? But Biden actually, I don't know. Was there a question to how I feel about Biden being from the University of Delaware?
Yeah, well, a graduate, I feel like, what does that mean to you? Like a graduate from the University of Delaware, now about to be sworn in January, hopefully, fingers crossed, as our president of the United States of America.
Yeah, no, I hear that. That's a good question. Actually, we're not only alumni on the college level, we went to the same high school. So Joe Biden's always been in my ear.
Oh, you had to one up me, honey, yes.
Yeah, Archmere Academy, sick baby. No, for real though. He's an off before he was a blue hen. So I just wanted to set the record straight.
Come on.
And how do I feel about it? It's exciting. I know Delaware's hype. there's like 5 of us in the whole state, so I know that.
Hold on, watch your mouth.
You know,
do not propel that stereotype about our state.
The only people who can come from the state are the people from the state. So I'm just, banter.
I love it.
Joe Biden, I mean, he is what he is. He's what we have.
Yeah.
So he's all we got at this moment. So him, Kamala, I'm very excited for this presidency. I'm very excited to see how this turns around. The stimulus, America's not on the hot list. Like, America is probably first world number 1 first world ghetto at the moment, and we just need this to, pick it up.
I agree. We do need we need change. And speaking of change, Delaware has always been amongst the number of states to be like the first to do things. Obviously, the first to ratify the Constitution. But last night, so exciting. They became the first, and I have to read it because I don't want to misspeak. They were the first ever to elect a transgender state senator. So that is so exciting. I said senator.
So I went to. I'm so happy to see that.
Yes. So let's talk about like diversity, inclusivity, among change, obviously. And I'm so proud to be from Delaware, like for us to make that step in the right direction of equality for all. It's huge, right? Her name sounds familiar. I don't know. I was trying to Google to see what high school.
Right?
I'm like, her name sounds familiar.
I'm like, do we know each other? We probably crossed paths.
We probably have. But you know what? I think I read that she also interned during the Obama administration in the White House. So that's probably why that name sounds familiar to us.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah. But kudos to her, like the first. I also wanted to notate.
So excited. Representation is I just want to say representation is very important. I know that this is just it's not even about, Joe Biden being from Delaware per se. I just feel like this election year is just a great year for a lot of first Black, people electing to, positions, a lot of, she's not the only transgender. There's another someone who identifies as transgender elected into, like, office space. And I just feel like this is huge. And for people who don't understand that that's a huge step, those people aren't the type of people I'm trying to converse with or trying to entertain in any conversation because I know growing up, I wish to see someone who looked like me on TV doing certain things. So I know that there's someone out there, transgender, Black woman, Southeast Asian woman, who's like, this is dope. I'm ready to like do what I need to do. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. So that's another first is going to be, Kamala, she is going to be our vice president, the first Black woman, person of color sworn into office. That.
First woman, right?
First woman!
Yeah! Crazy!
And for me, it's really sentimental because she's an AKA, and I love them. Love them to pieces. If you don't know me, that is one thing about me that you will know, that I am definitely a supporter and a rooter for our AKAs. But anyway, that's a little bit, we're going to get off topic because we can go on and on about that. Obviously, we have story for days because we went to college together.
I literally was thinking about one.
We're not going to do that because we do not want to upset anyone. But let's turn the gears a little bit and let's talk about you. So you've been busy, right? And you, like I said in the beginning of this episode, is that you are the creator and the founder of Tits and Wits. So tell us a little bit about what that is.
Yes. So what have I been up to besides gaining 30 pounds? I have been really interested in furthering just like my brand. And I know that sounds so crazy and I hate it because I feel like that's just the type of society where I'm not like brand. Like, what is that? I'm not. Say it again?
It doesn't sound crazy.
Oh, it doesn't sound crazy. Okay. Thank you for that affirmation. But, Tits and Wits was created out of a need for me to just express myself. I am an actress in New York City, and as a woman of color, specifically Black, there's not a lot of roles out there for us. You have to make your own roles, unfortunately. Which, unfortunately, fortunately, depending on how you're looking at it, artistic. I enjoy writing, so it's really not that big of a deal. But I found myself needing an outlet to express myself. So I was like, well, damn, let me just, how am I going to do this? So YouTube was obviously the easiest way. And I was like, okay, so how am I going to spin this? And I thought about things that were important to me. And some things that are important to me are, equality, diversity, freedom of expression, artistic values, and travel and culture. And I wanted to, put that all in one and portray it as me. So I thought of Tits and Wits because at first, I am a feminist, a proud feminist.
Yeah,
and, the whole play, Tits and Wits. We all have tits, and, we all have wits, some more than others, but it doesn't matter.
But nonetheless, you have it.
No, it's not. Well, Tits and Wits just, came. I have been told I'm pretty witty, and I enjoy good banter from time to time. So I created that name, and it's just me like talking shit, basically. I have something called Rants and Bants where I take like 3 minutes and just talk about what's bothering me at the time. So, I talk about the election process. I've talked about, people of color, the term people of color. I've talked about, just different things that whatever tickle my fancy at the time. So I started the channel really with the focus of travel at first.
Yeah.
On my channel, it's like London and Paris, and I have some things on Portugal. And it's just really was an opportunity for me to talk about just things I enjoy about culture. I just really, really like random facts about different. I love different people. I love different languages. I like different music. I love conversing with people from other places, So it was just travel, like a culture, I think is a better thing to say than travel. Yeah, travel, you get to experience different other people, but you can find culture right around the corner.
Right around
you know what I mean?
in your backyard, Depending on where you live.
Depending on where you live.
That's no shade.
I'm going to find in Alabama, but in New York City, I think I'm doing a pretty good job. So
I love that. You moved to New York City when? How long ago?
I moved, oh my gosh, I've been here 6 years in October.
Wow. Oh my gosh, happy anniversary.
Thank you so much. I think, October, 6 years, 2014.
Jeez. And what has that been like, navigating a huge city? You're from Bear, Delaware? Newark, Delaware. And so what was that transition like?
Okay, well, that transition was obviously I had anxiety about it, and I learned one big important thing from moving from Delaware to New York City by myself. I learned that I'm not going to wait for anybody to do anything. I need to do things on my own.
Yes, I love independence.
Unfortunately, there was some hiccups and bumps. Well, not unfortunately, because you always learn from 2020 hindsight. You always should be learning. Yeah. But transitioning from the suburb of Delaware to city was very big. At first I started off in Washington Heights, where it's a big Latino community, specific Dominicans. And, I felt like I had to speak Spanish there, which is cool, don't get me wrong. And then, I transitioned to Harlem, which was like, more Black culture. Harlem's like a huge representation of like Black culture in America. And, after Harlem, I transitioned to Brooklyn, and I stayed in Brooklyn because it's my favorite place thus far. So I'm very happy about that.
Oh my God, like one of my dreams is to, I think this was a scene in Sex and the City where you have a significant other, and I don't know if it's on the Brooklyn Bridge, but I feel like it was, where, when you meet at the middle point, or you set a time and date, and hopefully you guys meet there, and one day, they bring you a ring. They put a ring on it. That would be like amazing. I live in a fairy tale world, so don't mind me. But
it's all right.
How can we find you? Like what platform? Like how can my viewers or people who come on to this channel, how can they find you?
Well, the easiest way to find me in all my connecting pages and links is on my Instagram it's at Titi Lola. I had to put the accent on there because I'm Nigerian. But Titi Lola and it's TITILOLA. There's 6 A's though, so Titilola 6 A's. That's how you can find me on Instagram, and then you can click on our YouTube. You can click. My website is building right now, but that'll be available soon. And there's a TikTok, and there's all that stuff. You can find me there. But there's a lot more coming, so just be patient. A little bare right now.
Yeah, you have to start somewhere, and I love that. For us, this is the first, I think, time that we've really connected on like a personal level in a year and a half. So I'm excited because this just signifies to me that obviously through ups and downs, you still can come together and still continue to build on what was that foundation. I don't know, maybe 15 years ago. I don't even know how many years ago, but it's been a long time for us. So I'm so excited to have you.
Yeah, no, we met. When did we meet? Your sophomore year?
13, so 2008. So 12 years ago.
Wait, I met your sophomore year, right?
Sophomore year, yeah.
Yeah, all right, wow, yeah, it's been a little bit.
Love that girl. Yes.
Well, so I remember when you didn't have the dreads. I remember when it was.
Oh. Oh, you remember my afro that we will not talk about on this show. But honey, but baby, look at God. Look at God. So I'm excited. We are about to elect, a person who went to our school. We're about to elect a person of color into the White House, and change is coming, and God is so good. I don't care what no one says. How have you been spending your time, like, monitoring this election? Because I'm sweating. Oh, you haven't? That's good, honey. That's good.
Not that I have. It's just a lot of anxiety. I'll check. My mom does a lot of political updates. I'll call her and see what's good. But on my own, the shade room, unfortunately, or
not unfortunately,
Google, Facebook. Like, it's just keep the TV on and just see what the projected numbers are. You know what I mean? And I was a little anxious going to bed yesterday, but I was like, let me just go to bed and wake up and hope for the best. You know what I mean? So, besides keeping up on all social platforms, I just decided, hopefully, I just hope for the best. I just went to bed, waking up, hopefully, with good news. Yeah. Because, obviously, we had to wait for you guys, who are 3 hours behind, for your polls to close. And I think your polls closed at what time? 8?
8. But we also had to wait for Hawaii and Alaska, I think. I don't even know, honey, what time zones they're in, but I'm pretty sure the polls weren't even closed in Hawaii. Girl, thank you so much for coming on and spilling a little tea with me on Talking to You with LaFay. If y'all like what you see, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And don't be stingy. Tell a friend. Love y'all for watching.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Take care.
Bye.